All right, guys, sup with it. Okay, today I'm going to cover this beautiful rollout wheel and what you should be doing for your skin. Answering the question in the comments. This is not a health channel, but it is important. Let's go. All right, so here's my rollout wheel. You'll go on boat wide. Your rollout wheel needs to roll, okay? It needs to roll and it needs to have a brake. Done. There you go. Now, okay. Here's a story behind this rollout wheel. This antiquated piece of crap that I use every day. It is heavy duty and there ain't no bearings because it doesn't need bearings. Why do you need bearings? Somebody tell me. All right, it doesn't need bearings. But those do roll better. Don't get me wrong. Don't tear me up too much in the comments. Here's the deal why it does not have bearings. I found it in the bushes. Legit. Seriously. I showed up to work, didn't have a rollout wheel, and somebody, I don't remember who, they said, well, so-and-so put one in the bushes over there a long time ago. I went over there and I found this beauty just laying there. It didn't have these trays on it or this, and this was 1/2-inch plate and it was real wide, and if you believe it or not, it was in worse shape than it is now. But, so I got it, bolted up, started using it, and to be honest with you, I just never needed anything else. Now, I know a bunch of guys, everybody I know has got a rollout wheel better than me, a nicer one. But it also rolls and has a brake. And a lot of them have little adjustments down here where you don't have to move this jack stand, but I've never seen those little adjustments work when you got 600 pounds and flanges and fittings hanging out way out there, and it's so heavy it looks like it's about to rip this vise off the back of this truck. I've never seen those work very good, and that's why I don't have a little dainty nice one. This is a piece of Schedule 82 inch with a piece of 1.5 inch Schedule 80 in it, and it has very little slop. I mean, just a little bit. And seeing that it doesn't have bearings, there's a feature I really like. You can pull this mug out. You can have your jack stand and your fitting here, so you can wrestle it up out here, whatever, big heavy flange and whatever you got. And then you can undo that, bolt it up, drop the jack stand, slide it in. And then roll it to wherever it's good, put your counterweight on it. We use a counterweight a lot. Maybe I'll show you that too. If you don't know what that is, surely you do. Get it 2-hole, lock it in, and tack it up, weld it. Okay, I got these little trays here, mainly just to add weight, I guess. I don't use them very much because I got my magnets here and all my tools go there. But every now and then, if we do use 2-hole pins, which is very, very rare, they'll go here. What else would go here? Maybe my TIG stuff, if I'm using something, possibly. My twist lock stubby rod saver stinger goes here for when I'm TIG welding out here. And my crescent spud slides right in that one. Because that's what we use to take the bolts on and off with. I'm going to show you the bolts real quick. This is for the smaller stuff. I cut that bolt, I welded that bolt on, I cut it in 2 and then I welded it on there, and I put this little tab on there so when you jam it in the flange, it'll hit the side of the flange, you don't have to hold back up. It's real simple stuff. It's got a washer on it because these slots are huge for those big fittings. And if you're going to use this setup, your vise needs to swivel. That's how you get it level. I'm telling you guys, it's super simple. And that's it. And you know, I guess I've done so much with so little, I can now do anything with nothing. Because this truly is an antiquated piece of crap. But it works good. And that's your rollout wheel video, man. Don't make a big deal out of it. If you're just getting started, slap this thing together and start rolling something. And you can build one later on if you want. And you can buy them as well. I would never buy a rollout wheel. I'm going to build one eventually, I hope, if I ever acquire some time to do that. Now, skincare. I'm the only channel in the world that covers welding and skincare. But it's only weird if you make it weird. And it's kind of important, you know. Who wants to have a great welding career and have skin cancer at the end of it? I have not taken care of my skin like I should have. Welding outside all day long, my neck gets beat up. Can you imagine sitting here all day when it's 110 outside and that sun's just beating you up? We use a tent. I mean, I try to use anything I can to get out of the sun. That sun is not good for your skin. I'm telling you. If it's just beating you in the back of the head or in your face all day, you're going to pay for that when you get older. I know several people, I got a lot of older friends and family members that are getting stuff cut off their face right now. The skin mutates the cells and it causes problems later in life. Listen to me, I'm telling you the truth. So there's a few things you can do to help your skin hang on. Mine starts with this coffee. You're thinking, well, how does coffee have anything to do with skin? I put collagen in it every morning. Boop. 1 scoop of collagen. I use the beef collagen. It's tissue, connective tissue. They dry it out, grind it up, and you can throw it in your coffee. You don't even know it's in there. I started doing it. My wife noticed a difference in my skin. My dad started doing it. My mom noticed a difference in his skin. My buddy started doing it. It's the same thing. People will notice. You will notice. I mean, the people that do it every day will do it forever. Ask them. If you know anybody that's doing it, they'll do it forever. What happens is your skin loses its collagen like 3% a year after the age 20-something. I'm going to get that wrong, but you lose collagen as you get older, and that's what holds your skin up. That's what your skin's made of. And if you don't consume it, you don't get it. So that's a really good way to keep your skin healthy. It puts the lotion on. I'm going to roll a clip.
Joe Dirt. It puts the lotion on. You have no idea what kind of hell I can bring you!
Oh, all right, enough, you broken record, okay? There, look, I'm putting the lotion on the skin. I'm rubbing it in.
When you get out of the shower in the evening, dry off while your skin's still moist, put the lotion on. Just put it all over your head and neck and face and arms if you want to. Whatever, just go nuts, like a greased pig. Just get all slick. And that's about it. Third, people are taking too many showers. I used to shower in the morning and in the evening because it woke me up in the morning, and you need to shower in the evening after work. But you're washing that oil that has accumulated on your skin over the night. You're washing that off, and you're kind of starting over from scratch. So I hate to tell people when to shower, but I'm just telling you, if you want to take care of your skin, try not to wash it too much because you're washing off your natural defense. And sunscreen, you know, I wish I'd done that on my neck and nose, but I'm doing it now. You know, if you have waited to get started welding, or you've waited to get started taking care of your skin, or whatever it is, you know, 10 or 20 years ago was the best time, and today is the next best time. That's it, guys. Have an awesome, awesome day. If you got any comments, leave them. I expect some funny ones, and if you want to beat me up on my old antiquated piece of junk rollout wheel, you're welcome to it. Later.